once you've made your purchase, the first thing that you need to access to actually access your reports is your membership area. And the way that you need to do that is by going to your email inbox. And you can see that we've had 2 emails immediately. First of all, we have one from Phil Younger to confirm the order. And then we also have one that's just come in from myself to which is about creating the account, which is what you need to do. So make sure to mark it looks safe if it's got a question about that. Not sure why Gmail's doing that when it knows it's from me. And here we go. Here's the information that you need. So it tells you the email address that you set up as your username, and then it gives you a link for you to set up your password. So the reason why we do it this way is because a person has to create their own passwords. It's more secure that way. It means that no one other than you will ever have access to your account unless you voluntarily share the information with them. So, occasionally those links and emails don't work. So there is like a copy and paste link down there as well where you can achieve the same thing. But I'm just going to click this link here. And then when I click that link, I'm brought here to create new password. So in this case, I would probably, I have a LastPass set up that will automatically generate a strong password for me. I would recommend that you would do something similar. In this case, I don't mind you seeing it because we're going to change it straight away. But yeah, so that's what I'll do. Put in password, confirm password, update, and then it will redirect you. And then again, I would recommend saving it if you can straight away on your browser. Some people use the Chrome browser to do this. I prefer LastPass. So I'm saving that. And then you use your email and the password that you just created and saved. I personally do Remember Me. That's good to do unless you are in a shared computer. And then log in. Now it's asking me if I want to save it on Google as well. Why not? Back up. So now it's asking me for my sex at birth, my year of birth, and my ethnicity. This is necessary for it to make some calculations related to your report. Your reports don't vary much based on birth year, but they do to some degree, and ditto ethnicity, and ditto certainly with gender, right? So it can serve you reports related to that. So I'm just going to put in my details here. Put in 1980 and European, and then click submit. Okay. Now I'm almost here, but we can see there's still an issue. I can't get my reports yet. That's because it needs a raw DNA file. And so there's 2 options for that. First of all, if you realize, I need a DNA kit after all, you can always order it within this portal if you prefer. Or you can do it back in Phil Younger, if that's where you originally made the purchase. You can do it wherever you like, but I'm just saying you can do it here if you want to. Now, if you were to order a DNA kit from us, then you wouldn't have to do this next process I'm about to explain to you. If you order a DNA kit from us, obviously if you do it later, make sure you use the same email address as you used to log in here to do the order. And then it takes a while for us to process that data, but once we do, it will automatically show up here and automatically you'll have access to all the reports that you've bought. So it's simpler, but it takes, much, much longer. The quick way is for you to upload your raw DNA data that you've already got from somewhere else. But you have to work out how to do it. So that's something I'm going to guide you with right now. So I, for instance, have my raw data in 23andMe. I did it almost 10 years ago, way before I started this company. So that would be where I would go for my raw data. So let me show you what I would do. I would not log into 23andMe yet. The first thing I do is, how do I access my raw DNA data from 23andMe. That's the first step. See a lot of people logging into 23andMe and then, often getting the wrong data or something like that. So we need to look it up. Okay. And it'll, after all the ads, first result will tell you what it is, more than likely. So, and we want this to download your raw data, right? We don't want to navigating your raw data. That's different. We just want to know how to download it. Okay. So I'm going to click on this link. And then it says to download your raw data, click on the download tab from within the top navigation bar within the browse raw data feature. Okay. The crucial thing is, see, there's a link here. So I'm just going to click on the link, although I'll open a new tab in case I want to go back and look at these instructions. So then I'm going to log in my account. Yeah, and it's actually brought me to the correct page immediately, which is great. Now, the next step would be to scroll down until we get to this part, request your raw data download, submit request. I don't know how long it will take for you. I don't think it takes very long. But in the meantime, let's talk about what if you're not using 23andMe. If you're not using 23andMe, I would suggest doing exactly the same thing, but at the end of this sentence, put in your service, right? So you could do ancestry.com and it will show you downloading DNA data. I haven't personally done this because I have never had an Ancestry account, but I understand it to be, pretty much the same. And here are step-by-step instructions, right? So link for the right page, and then it'll tell you where you need to go and how you need to do it. It can take time, up to 24 hours to arrive. So my experience, though, is that it tends to be pretty quick with all these services. What about MyHeritage? Seems to be another big one. How do I download my raw DNA file from MyHeritage? Yeah, like it's always there. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the instructions, and that's what you want to do. Okay, so back to 23andMe, and as I said, it doesn't take long. This is literally, I didn't pause here. So it's been like a minute or two. So then you click on download raw data, and we can see it's right here. Genome, Elwyn Robinson, zip. That's basically it. So then I go back to Genetic Insights and click upload file. And I go to the file that I've just downloaded. Now in this case, the download comes as a zip file. So at least on a Mac, I just double click that and it unzips. It's a text. I'm not sure with PC if there's anything more to it than double clicking. You might have to right click and click extract. So then you go to browse and you select that text genome document and click open, and then you click upload file. So you can see it's uploading. This screen might be like this for a little while. If it is, please don't try and exit out or close the browser or anything like that. This is the process that it needs to go through in order to upload. Okay, and then it didn't take too long, maybe 30 seconds. So then you get a message saying that it's worked. Thank you. We started analyzing 83 million plus genetic variants to create your personalized reports. Your results will be ready in approximately 1 to 3 hours. It's not guaranteed. Every file is different, so it can take longer, but usually that is, safe to say. And so then you can just click got it. And then you'll see it changes, and rather than saying you need to upload data, it now says analyzing DNA file. And it will say that for a while, like I said. I mean, ideally an hour, but quite possibly several hours. Okay, so I paused it for 2.5 hours, roughly. And when I came back to the computer, it was done. So, it's not always guaranteed, but that's what it was in this case. And so this is the first thing I see.